What are your guys' thoughts on clear taillights? I've been practicing on cutting open taillights for the first gens, and I have this set here that I actually managed to cut open. This is from Amber, my old Mazda Speed 3. And this part is fine, and I'm not sure how I would clear this entire thing to make this work. The only problem is the actual trunk light. That's like, it's a flat piece and it's basically impossible, and I think that's why no one really customizes these. Let's go ahead and get started with what we're actually doing clear today. Here we have clear rear bumper LED reflectors. First thing I noticed is this gorgeous quality LED board that is floating. Anyways, not a big deal. There's also 4 wires. I'm not entirely sure what... Oh, because these reverse too. Yeah, I don't need that. So these are the LED rear bumper reflectors. I've done these on the car, okay? Now the only problem with these is that they're the... Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Time to get a new camera. Oh, it's totally time to get a new camera. These are actually the shaded black ones. And so what's going on, and what I was referring to at the beginning of the video, I don't want to say the trend, okay? And it is kind of a trend. Everything is going clear taillights, clear lights, chrome, all of it, chrome headlights, the whole thing. Everyone's moving away from the dark thing. Now, personally, I think it does look a lot better. I'm not doing this to hop on the trend, though, okay? I'm actually, well, it doesn't really matter what I'm doing this for. While the car is gray, and that's the main color of the car, it is dark, the accents are bright, and that's kind of creating a problem for me in my head. When you look at the car, while the tail lights might blend with the side of the car, I also feel like there's too much black going on, even down to the side. I feel like with everything being clear, or at least somewhat chrome, more chrome instead of so dark like these tail lights and that third trunk light, I feel like we'll blend in with the wheels a bit better. And also the wrap. Now, the wrap's not going to stay on the car forever, but to be honest with you, I think the clear taillights and everything that we're going to be doing is going to look so much better when that wrap comes off. So this is just the progress. Ain't gonna waste time, I'm gonna get straight into this. Oh, here comes, yeah, time for camera, second time. So all we need to do is pull the taillights out. Oh, I gotta pull the taillights out, and then I have to pull the rear bumper off, and we'll be flying high. So I've gone ahead and picked up some 18 gauge wire. Unfortunately, it seems like stores don't carry very, very thin wire, so this is literally the thinnest stuff I can get my hands on. Don't do it me and cut the green wire. I've managed to somehow solder it back together, and I will be utilizing that because that's actually very important. I will also be wiring up the reverse lights. This is day number 2. I've had some thinking overnight. It is pretty neat. There is a little hole right here that's actually not being used by anything. Now, it does get sealed. Everything around here gets sealed, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna run my wires through here. This, I doubt it will leak through here. If it does, I'd be very surprised. So what I'm gonna do is, because those wires aren't long enough, as you guys can see, put the bumper down all the way, put the wires up all the way, they don't reach. So I'm gonna tap my wires into my brake and reverse light inside the car, run wires down, put clamps on the end of them, and then I'm gonna do the stock wires that come off the lights, and then connect them right here. And then if I ever take, again, if I ever take the rear bumper off, quick disconnect, boom, rear bumper comes off. It'll be super easy and a lot better than my previous situation. Now obviously these come in this specific light comes in 4 wires because it has the reverse LED option. Now we are going to be wiring that up. The first thing that I want to do is do the wiring to that light get all the wires down, and then I can test everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 3 wires that come off the light, or the plug that goes into your brake light. You're gonna have 2 oranges, one's gonna be dotted, and you're gonna have your black. I'm gonna go ahead and wire everything up. Unfortunately, I don't have any black because I don't feel like spending $50 on wire. I will color everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and connect them with, I believe we call these T-clamps, is what they're called. So I've gone ahead and connected all the wires up. So I have my ground connected to the ground. I'll show you the wiring in a second here. So if we go ahead and we look at the wires, so for testing purposes, so this is live right now. This is just the first switch of your headlights so that your lights are on. And I'm going to show you the coloring coding of this. So we have, that comes off the light, we have a white, red, and a green. So white is going to be your reverse, red is going to be your when you're hitting the brake pedal, and green is when you're off the brake pedal. So that's the light that's going to be on. So this is the one that we would connect to it right now. Then for the red, we would connect to the one when the brake pedal goes on, it gets brighter. Then white, we will connect to the one that goes on when reverse goes on. Now the neat thing is as you guys can see, even with it laying on the floor, this is going to be pulled out like this. I still have a lot of room to put the bumper down on the ground. The wiring guide, this is important, okay? So there's a whole mumbo jumbo bunch of shit going on. Okay, look, that's your tail light. You look over here, there's this plug and there's that green wire. You guys can see that green wire right there? Put a T-clamp on that. That is your reverse. That's your reverse power. So when you put it into reverse, that goes active and that sends the signal. So here you have your brake. You're gonna see 3 wires that come out of it. There's your black, which is your ground. There's your red, and then there's an orange. So when you're wiring it up, when it comes off your light, the black is gonna go to the black. That's gonna be your ground. Your red, which is your pretty much like your first light when you turn your lights on, and it lights ever so dimly. That's before your brake. That one's gonna connect to your orange dotted. That one's on the left side. Your orange dotted, and then your brake, that's when the brake signal goes on, is gonna be your red. That means, so the green went to the orange dotted, and the red is gonna go to the red on your brake. Just a quick proud and growing up moment of making my own, I don't know. This is cooler than you guys think. It's better than having a candy cane come out of your taillight. Well, look at that. We are good to go. I'm not gonna test out reverse because I'm savage. Look how much better that looks in like clears though. Like so much better. I'm gonna go ahead and whip this back together and let you guys know how those tail lights fit. And I just want you guys to know, like, if you guys are running this, I think this is 18 or this is like 22 gauge wire that comes off the actual light, and you run it through here without this heat shrink stuff, you'll be fine to run it through here or wherever you decide to do it. But like I said, this is very thick. Went a little too thick, so I might have fitment issues, but just so you guys know, just use the right wire. Like I said, that's why I'm going to be redoing this. This has to be hands down like some of the best wiring I've ever done. Like, look how clean, like, I don't know, is that clean? Does that look clean to you guys? I think it's pretty cool. I need to like get a bunch of these clips somehow. Every time I do trunk work, it always ends up like that. Need like to build the trunk setup. So I'm hoping this year I'll probably do like a hardwood trunk or something and just clean out the trunk. The trunk's kind of been abused. I also have a cross member in there. You guys probably don't know that. A little brace. I think it's a GT spec brace. So what's your guys' first impressions? I think it looks sweet. I gotta take it outside. Hold on. Oh, look at the glimmer, dude. Oh, yeah. So what do you guys think? Doesn't look too bad with the lights on. So it looks sweet now, eh? It almost kind of makes sense with the taillights because now that contrasts and everything else contrasts. Just because there's that chrome, but I want those full chrome. I want to try and go with the no red. I know there's always going to be a black housing with the first gens. I think the reverse function on these is pretty sweet too. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at these. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe button, leave a like on the video. Comment down below what you guys think about the install today. What do you guys think? Did you prefer the tinted ones with the red, or do you like the clear white ones more? Me personally, I love these white ones. They look so much better and kind of bring some more some life to the back end of that car. It's just kind of like dull to me. There's like something always been wrong with it. So I think that's the biggest project for sure this year, is to kind of clean that up and make it a bit more pleasant to look at, might I say. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Totally appreciate it. Keep it real, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.